Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. I am Janice. So today we are going to, or right now we're going to be bringing messages through from Goddess Hera. She's yeah, she is the mother of the gods in the Greek pantheon, and she is the goddess of weddings, like of marriage. She is also known to protect women, and to protect women again during childbirth, and also to protect the skies, the stars, and heaven. All right. So yeah, oh my goodness, this came out. So we're gonna take 3 of these. I'm gonna turn the light on so that you guys can see this. It's nighttime right now, so I'm feeling like really chill. But there's something in the colors, all right, that is important. In coming through, and we also have the water here, so we'll be pulling messages through. Yeah, like right now she's like she's at a riverbank. It's that energy. I forget who that was, but I'm seeing her pull the baby out of the water type of energy. So that's kind of, I feel like things are mixing together, right? Was that Moses? I can't remember who was the baby that got sent away, so that they weren't. I just heard switch to childbirth. That's interesting. The baby that got switched or got sent away so that he wouldn't get killed, right? A lot of stories. I'm hearing the birth of your child is protected, but I definitely feel like the birth of the child, I almost feel like it isn't like an idea, or it's a project. And there's something about the stratosphere that's also coming in. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. The Volto Facem, the despicable face. I have the book for these cards because the meanings behind them, I don't have them memorized, and I haven't studied these cards in the way that I've studied others. So, the faces. I'm hearing tribunal. I'm hearing victor, and I'm seeing a train move forward in the water. I'm seeing masculine energy, and I feel like it's Hera's placing like a crown, like a crown made of leaves on the masculine energy. The masculine is wearing a bright green. Yeah. And this is saying what is hidden, unaccepted, shamed. So I almost feel like there was whatever was blocking you from moving forward and giving birth to this idea, or this new way of life, or this new you in some way, shape, or form, is being released. Because I feel, because one, it's in the past energy, right? And it's being released. It says the despicable face is never seen, rather it is kept in hiding to save outward appearances. This card appears when something below the surface wants to be witnessed in order to be transformed. Okay, so some of you might be going through this right now, or this is understanding that you have gone through this, right? You face something within yourself, a deep shame in some way, shape, or form. And I'm hearing your way forward is protected. And so I'm also, what she's bringing to me is that some of you also may have not been able to get pregnant because you were hiding something. And so that guilt, that shame was causing the blockage, right? So many of you, some of you have this wish fulfillment of actually, getting pregnant and childbearing. And so that wish is going to be coming true. All right. Especially if you're already resonating with this truth that you needed to let go of, this shame, this guilt, right? And it could have been something from past life, but I definitely feel like it had something to do with this lifetime, a family secret in some way, shape, or form. And it could have even been like just how you were treated as a child by a parent. Everyone has their own version of the despicable face and their own reasons for assuming it is an abomination. It could be a buried resentment, an insecurity, or a physical characteristic that holds us back from expressing our true self. Remarkably, once it is revealed, it is not despicable at all, right? So this is that beautiful energy of acceptance. It is human. It is interesting. What once was thought of as an error becomes an asset on our journey of alchemical transformation. Yeah, and now I'm seeing this blossoming, and that's interesting, because that's when the spring comes in. I'm seeing these eights, and I'm seeing them like blossom, with these bright green leaves, as if like they're growing, like this tree is growing new roots. And this is interesting. When we were on a hike earlier, and we saw this one tree, and the roots were coming out, and the roots, it was so beautiful. The roots of this tree was so beautiful. And we saw how far the roots actually went, down the hill, down the mountain, and it was just incredibly beautiful. And so I feel like a lot of you, what's happening now is you're going to look at your roots. You're going to be looking at your family. You're going to be looking at your history. You're going to be looking at your past, and you're going to be seeing the beauty within it. But you're going to be looking at it from a place in the present. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to travel back there and kind of be consumed by the darkness, right? What's going to happen is you're bringing light to it, right, with this higher perspective, and seeing things through the eyes of beauty, through the eyes of your heart. And that also is going to help you have a newfound respect, not only for yourself, but for what your family has gone through, what your ancestors have gone through, what the earth has gone through. Okay, so this also might be pulling back some memories of Lemuria and inner earth and that kind of a thing, right? It's you calling back your true essence. Thank you so much. Yeah, so powerful. This card connects us to others and to humanity as a whole. Through acceptance, we lift the veil of perfection and reclaim our energy. Honesty and acceptance are the balm that heals the most tender of wounds, right? Honesty and acceptance. And so the honesty is being honest with yourself about certain situations, about what's really been holding you back, the fears, and not allowing them to not allowing them to hold you back any longer, or the guilt or the shame, and you really calling your power back from that energy. Yeah, and now you're like, she's changing, like she was wearing green, now she's changing into like this pink kind of gown. And the masculine is like, I don't know, it's like the masculine is sitting like in this chair and being pampered, and the masculine now is changing into like this white, and the reef around him is changing into like a gold energy, right? So there's also, so first he was wearing green, right? This healing, so your masculine energy healing, your solar plexus healing, the energy of acceptance healing, and now it getting purified out, and you returning to your true self, to your true essence. Also, I'm noticing that this tree is white, which is very powerful, right? With that energy of just of pureness, of innocence, right? And I'm hearing holy matrimony, so there's also like this union. So either a union is coming into you, or a strengthening of the union you're currently in, or it's a strengthening of the union within between your masculine and your feminine energies, right? I just heard releasing all misaligned energies as well as you claim your sovereignty, as you claim your true essence, as you step into your integrity, right? Yeah. And it comes, it's this energy of coming from accepting the imperfection as perfection, right? Accepting you just as you are. Bruno Mars is coming through just the way you are, and you coming to this beautiful culmination of doing that within yourself, and that changes the whole game for you, right? Is what I'm feeling. Watching Edward Scissorhands, and what to ponder on is acceptance as enlightenment. Oh, that's beautiful. Like just accepting what happened, accepting what is, accepting where you are, accepting the moment so that you can truly treasure the beauty that it is. Oh, that's so powerful. Let me read what else it says. Yeah, it says that this card may indicate a fear of failure. Some are so afraid to make a mess that they never cook up anything in the laboratory. And then it says, try. The mess is alchemy underway, right? So there might have been some things stopping you from taking a leap forward. So this is for some of you guys. We're talking about the idea that you want to birth, or the new you that you want to birth. Maybe you want it to completely transform, and you've been afraid to because of what other people thought, or because of who you might lose along the way of you transforming. And Spirit wants to remind you that whoever is for you will rise up with you. They will rise up with you. They will grow with you. They will evolve with you. And those who are not for you, it's okay. Their time has passed. They were there for the season, and now they're not there for the long term, and that's okay. And that is a part of acceptance as well, and having the beauty of just having the experience with that person and seeing that as a blessing, seeing that as the miraculous treasure that it truly is, right? And not holding any resentment or grudges or even grief, okay? Transforming that energy fully and completely. So some of you guys, some of this hidden energy may be that grief, right? Of not having people come with you on this new leg of your journey, which is you're moving forward. Because I just heard all aboard, and I can hear, it's like I'm in the train station, and I hear like the train getting ready, and I can feel people like saying goodbye, and I almost feel like on this journey, like I don't feel you saying goodbye to anyone. Like I feel like you're almost there on your own. And so a lot of you may have had to basically cut ties or communication with a lot of people that meant a lot to you, right? As you have been growing and evolving, and it's a whole new life for you, where you're going to meet new people, make new friends, where you are transforming into the highest version of who you are, and going through a complete purification, of your soul energy, this beautiful soul healing, especially with the tree, right? And so what I'm gathering, what I'm getting for those of you that have been in this like kind of solitude, feeling like you've been on this spiritual journey on your own, what's about to happen is you are about to have a heightened sense and awareness of your guides, of your angels, of your ancestors, of everyone that is surrounding you, the Ascended Masters, everyone that's helping you in the non-physical, okay? And you're going to start to, this journey, whoever is resonating with that part of the reading, the journey you're going to be on is this journey of loving yourself, right? Of really opening your heart chakra, of really bursting open your heart chakra, okay? And that within itself is going to transmute a lot of the things that you've been holding on to, the things that you haven't wanted to see, and it will prepare you for this energy that is going to be coming. All right, we're going to get into this, because first we're going to get into the gold, and then I do see here separation. So remember, it's a journey. There's not one stop. Okay, yeah. That, yeah, it's coming from Hera. So a lot of you also too, Hera was known to be very jealous and that kind of a thing, or at least she was depicted in that way. Um, so there might be a lot of that kind of energy that you are resolving within yourself, and seeing how you resented maybe what other people had, or even seeing how other people presented you. Is sometimes when people look at you, the wrong way, you just brush it off, and you're just like, oh no, they love me. And they could love you, but it's not a pure love, it's not an unconditional love, right? And so some of you guys are facing that, and it is causing tower moments, it's causing things to break down, and you are having to rebuild your trust and things like that, not only in yourself, but also trust in the people that are attracted to you, that come into your life, and the people where you do let your guard down and you do show your heart, right? So this is why I said this journey, this next leg, is you becoming unconditional love, so that way you're not carrying any sense of betrayal with you, after you go through this journey, right? For some of you guys, you've already kind of been on this self-love journey, so I almost feel like this is where you're just in this energy of loving yourself, of listening to yourself. You're in this gold energy, of this energy of alchemizing, and practicing alchemizing out the old energy, the stagnant energy, the blocks, making peace, doing your forgiveness work, doing your love work, and doing your acceptance work, right? Yeah. And I want to kind of come into here. They're saying kind of fast forward. So let's come over here, right? And also some of you guys, I'm seeing a lot of alchemical symbols and things like this on the cards. So some of you guys might be drawing those at this time, or you might be channeling symbols, or it is a suggestion, all right, to help you to alchemize. It might be a new way, a new skill that is being activated within you to draw as a way to alchemize energy, to transmute energy, to change, to neutralize negative energy, and then to transmute that, alchemize that negative energy, and to say joy, right? Some of you guys might be using your breath, because I'm getting this with this. It's feeling like the tree of life for me, like so strongly, and it's like you're breathing in joy and you're breathing out joy, or you're breathing in healing, and you're breathing out healing, and then doing in tandem, calling it what you want to amplify or transmute the energy within your aura into, along with breathing in, say, gold. So you're breathing in this joy that is looking to you like a gold energy, and you're breathing it completely in to every part of your body, and then you're breathing that same energy out into your etheric field, where you're amplifying and you're trumping any negativity, if that's how it's coming through, right? And so with the separation, I just saw 1821 on the clock. I was told to take a look at it, so let's get on over. And I believe the L is 40, guys. Ito no mua. So, oh, we gotta go this way. So I feel like this is 50, this separation. And this is powerful, because this is actually the second to the last card in the deck. All right, so there's definitely this huge completion that's happening. So separation, differentiation, divide, to cut away. Separato is the great alchemical operation of the sword. So this is so powerful. This is also why Michael is coming through so strongly for you guys, because you're meant to, it's like cutting out the disease, the dis-ease, and like cutting it out energetically. So new skills are coming online. And you're going to be asked to practice those new skills, right? To master those new skills on this leg of this journey. So some of you guys are just mastering loving yourself. How can I love myself more in this moment? Maybe it is to say I love you, or or maybe it is to say, I accept you. You know, I love and accept myself. Maybe it is to do that in the mirror, or maybe it is to write that, or maybe it is to listen to your inner child and go roller skating or bowling or blow bubbles or finger paint, you know, or make brownies, you know. Or maybe it is for you to practice the new breathing technique that you downloaded. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's going to be very focused, right? It's going to be very focused. Uh-huh. And for those of you who are kind of coming out of the self-love journey to where you've mastered that, and you're coming into your teacher initiation or your teacherhood or your teacher time, all right, teacher awakening, where you're going to be actually sharing the things that you've downloaded, it's for you to keep balance, to make sure that you are still loving yourself while you are fulfilling your purpose, right? And this also goes for my creatives out there who, you know, who you're sharing your art or you're sharing your music and these kinds of things, like understanding that there's time when you're going to be in solitude and doing these things purely for self, and then times when you're going to be performing, or times when you're going to be you know, making I just heard what is it, customization or something like this, all right, you know, where you're making product for a customer. And so even though you're doing what you love, you still have to have a nice balance of you spending that time in solitude for your true illumination, right? So that you can continue to grow and evolve, and not get stuck in any patterns of complete servitude, right? So understanding the light that you truly are serving, right? And remembering that thy cup shall always be full, right? It's this energy of thy filleth thy cup, right? And let thy cup overfloweth, and then give from that overflow. I'm not sure why I said it like that. That's just how she's coming through, okay, y'all? So you can see how she's here, but you can feel your guides, right? You can feel the Ascendant Masters you're working with also coming through, and that's going to increase. It's going to increase. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. They're gonna start. You're gonna see even more signs in your reality that a certain person is here for you. Like if you start seeing lots of elephants and axes and things like this, you're gonna know Ganesh is here, and Ganesh is like, reach out, because there's something hidden that we have to get to the root to, so that we can cut it away, to remove it from your path, so that it doesn't manifest into an obstacle. So that's the other thing that's going to start happening. Your ability, your precog ability is going to start coming on board even more, to where you're going to feel things coming before they come. You're going to receive signs of something coming before it comes, because one, is to prepare you for it, but two, it's also to give you the opportunity for you to go into your heart and to follow the step of your heart, okay? And to bring your mind into your heart, and to have that constant connection, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you. So it occurs when substances are pulled apart for their higher good, either willing or unwillingly. The fissure may take place suddenly with a swift blow of an axe, or slowly over time with a dull blade. No matter how the separato occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. So I was feeling like a divorce kind of situation, feeling like kids were involved. I felt that, you know, and this also could be stuff like, I'm seeing the number 13 on my table, and I'm seeing 1B. So it's that deaf energy, right? And 1B, what is this for? Somebody will know. That's for somebody out there, right? But it's this energy of things being taken away slowly, you know, rather than swiftly, because that's what's for the highest and greatest good. So maybe it's taken you a long time to transition to living your purpose full time. Maybe it's taken you some time to transition from, you know, to to say, the divorce is final, or maybe it's taken time for you guys to decide that you're going to have children. Maybe it's, taken you time to truly share your gifts that that you came here to share. Maybe it's taken you time to show people who you truly are, these things, and it was done in this manner to cause the least amount of pain as possible. But there's this thing that's out there that sometimes when things take longer, the pain ensues because the suffering takes longer, like you endure the suffering more. But Michael is shedding light on that, and he's saying it's like a melting of the ice to prepare you psychologically for the move, for the separation. And that's also why I felt that for some of you guys, when we're in the train station, you're hearing, just as I'm hearing, other people say goodbye, other people, like, you can feel that other people have people with them, but you might be like me, where it's this energy of there's no one there, and it's almost like this energy of feeling like no one's going to miss me when I'm gone, and yeah, quite frankly, that is a wound that you will definitely be healing on this journey, right? Because you're going to see how loved you truly are and how surrounded by so much love that you truly are. And by the end of this journey, which I'm not sure is going to be different for everyone, right? For some of you guys, it could be a 7 to 10 day journey. For others of you guys, it might be a 7 to 10 month journey. It just depends, right? It could be 7 to 10 weeks. It just depends on how much you are willing to surrender in every moment. Like when you feel yourself resisting, you come back to the energy of I am aware, right? Because this for the highest and the greatest good, and it's to fulfill some kind of wish that you want for happiness, for emotional fulfillment, and you gently say inside or aloud, I'm willing to surrender, and I'm willing to surrender, and then let things happen the way they happen, and just have the courage to say yes, to follow your heart's lead. I'm willing to listen to my guides. I'm willing to listen to my heart. I'm willing to follow my intuition, and you will get the strength, the courage needed to follow it. And in that, it's automatically dissolving illusions and delusions that are making you feel like you can't separate from something that no longer serves you. It's like the food addiction. When you no longer have the food there to get that dopamine hit, then what are you going to do? How are you going to soothe yourself, right? These kind of things. And it's in that realization where fear comes in, and it causes you not to want to give up the habit, the addiction, right? Because of the unknown. And so you're overcoming that, right? And you're also overcoming this energy of the captivating past is what is coming through. So how they're calling it is like the captivating past of you being stuck on looking at the past, and the past is like a dinner theater, and you've been glued to the tube of seeing the past as this dinner theater. It's been that kind of a thing. It's been entertaining to you, but all it's really doing is amplifying the fear, and it's not allowing you to make space for you to call your power back, right? It's almost like, again, this never-ending loop of unawareness where you fall asleep, and now it's time for you to wake up. Right? And so in order for you to wake up to your power, in order for you to wake up to your sovereignty, to wake up to your true gifts, to wake up to the joy that you can seed in your life every single day, the separation must happen, right? They must happen. And for some of you guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've either already gone through it, or you know that you're about to go through it, right? Because you're about to get on this train and it's going to separate you. A lot of times, I remember, is it safe? Yeah. Okay. I remember when I started to to hear. My clairaudience got turned back on, and I wouldn't say turned back on, it's like the block, right? I got activated, and I was supposed to like completely on my own heal chronic pain and depression, anxiety by just listening to my guides. And it took me away from everything and everyone. All my friends at work, all of a sudden, like I wasn't eating lunch with them. I wasn't conversating with them. I was spending my time, my breaks, walking. I wasn't with them anymore. And like this whole part of me just kind of got like, not that it got taken away, but it kind of felt like that. It was like all of a sudden the door just shut, and I would still see people, elevator, leaving work and this and that, but even that kind of got away, right? To where it seemed like everyone in my office the people that I knew started leaving and new people started to come in, but I didn't make any new friends. I stayed to myself. I was focused on, just of listening. I was intently listening and doing my work. And then even my homegirls, and the people I grew up with, my family, I even was separated from them because I wasn't eating out. I wasn't attending family events because I was eating differently, and I didn't want to get triggered, and I wanted to stay, to my heart. And then I was meditating a lot. I was just doing different things, and it kind of happened gradually. But at the end of this kind of like 7-month awakening, self-healing kind of period, my whole world just looked different. And it was like everyone that I knew from the past was like looking inside of my life. Like it was like separate, like they were looking at me through a window, and it was that kind of energy, right? And so many of you guys know what I'm talking about, and for some of you guys, you might start to go through this, right? And I don't necessarily feel it's a dark night of the soul kind of thing. I definitely just feel it's this intense focus on becoming perfect health, having a radiant heart, becoming unconditional love. And that just requires you to really focus on you and give yourself exactly what you need, right? Yeah. It's almost like, thank you. It's like Alcohol Anonymous, or people who get out of gangs. Like you can't hang out with the people you used to hang out with. You can't go to the places you used to go to, even family events, you can't go to. And there was a time with that too. I couldn't go to different family events because part of my family, they just, smoke weed, drink. And at the time I wasn't strong enough in mind to, not give in to that old way of life. So I would just decline, that kind of thing. And so it's kind of like that, you get out of the gang, you're not still hanging out with the gang. A lot of times you got to relocate, these kinds of things, right? Yeah. So there's varying, I guess, rides, you could say, because now they're showing me like the ski lift, right? And you're going to different spots on the mountain. So it's like everyone's getting on this train and the journey is taking you to different heights on the mountain, right? And so depending on where you are right now is where you're going to be taken, right? Yeah. Let me see what else this separation thing says. Oh, it says, oh my God, I Will Survive was playing today. And it says, go deeper. Actually, no, it was yesterday. And it says, listen to I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Okay. The good news. Okay, so listen. Okay. The images of swords and knives, battles, rebellions, breakups, divorce, and atom splitting are expressions of the separato. The good news is that the separato prepares the individual for more conscious union down the line. It releases stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. This stage is a prerequisite for the conjunctio, the union, the love, right? Through the pain of separato, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn we love the world. So wow, so basically that the interjection that Hera and Spirit, your guides, had us go through to explain that to you, to kind of understand like what is about to happen. So there might be another time of solitude that's going to be coming for some of you guys, even those of you who are in teacher status. Okay, ponder on, is there anything that does not separate? Oh, that's powerful. Oh my God, that's a big one. That's a whole discussion in itself, right? All right, and then it says language is also a way that separato is expressed through labels, titles, and definitions. Notice whether your word choices are inclusive or exclusive, and adjust as necessary. Yeah, because it's preparing you for a union, a greater union, right? And all of this is all levels of you being able to integrate with your higher self, with love, right? With divine unconditional love, with of true acceptance, where your mind and your heart are working as one. There's not just the heart energy, and it's not just the mind energy. It's a balance of the two, and that's that beautiful union. And it's also the beautiful union of creation, of being able to create something, but creating it from love rather than from fear, the ego, right? Yeah, let me see what time it is. 36. Wow. Okay. 36:16. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was I think I'm going to have to watch it over because there was so much that came through. I don't even think that my, myself here, that I even comprehended everything that came through. So I'm definitely going to have to listen to this in chunks as well, so I can also receive the knowledge, the wisdom, and the activations from everything that came through, right? Yeah, if you're new to my channel, we're all about evolution and ascension, and sometimes we go to, regular stuff. Are you going to get the job? We go to regular stuff and this kind of a thing. But the goal really is to deliver the messages for you guys so that you feel so confident in yourself that you can meditate, you can tap into your heart, and you can get the answer for yourself, to where your gifts are, they're just shining, and you just trust yourself, and you trust your intuition, and you are not only creating the life that you love and living it, but you also are teaching other people how to do it, or you are helping people to bridge the gap, or you're helping to guide people to their train, to their journey, or you are helping people to create beautiful abundance and beautiful just love and compassion and that kind of thing in the world, so that all humanity, all beings everywhere, how we can all rise up, right? Rise up, all lift up into this beautiful higher mind and that higher heart chakra, where the heart and the mind become one. Very powerful, beautiful energy, right? Yeah. Seeing through the eyes of divine love, not just when we want an answer, is the money coming, or is my baby daddy going to stay, but doing it on a very conscious level of wanting to be in that energy, because that's where you can manifest the greatest life. When you're in that union, right? You can create the greatest love when you're in that union, and you can radiate that love to everyone around you. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I tend to go back into channel mode. You guys probably heard that when I went back into channel mode, because there was just more that the divine wanted to bring to you in spirit, right? Yeah, and just thank you to everyone also here at the table who just came through, and thank you all of you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate you very much. And just thank you for all the support that you've given us, just by watching this video, but also by subscribing, and the donations and the bookings, and you guys with the products and all other stuff. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you so very much. And wow, like, your energy is just, it's like, I just see these butterflies. It's just transforming. And some of this is happening so quickly, and you guys are growing so fast, and just tapping into all these different beautiful energies and really bringing them back to share with others. It's quite beautiful, everything that I'm feeling and everything I'm seeing when I tap into Aquarius Collective. So I'm honored, and namaste. I love you guys. Bye.